Good morning. It is time to get a life book. So, my name is Irene Mahoney, independent certified health coach with Optavia, and we're going to do a little mindset work this Sunday morning. So, if you've got your life book handy, why don't you go ahead and grab that? And this morning, I thought we would do element 13, tracking your journey to a healthy weight and beyond. And so if we take a look at element 13, it says that the element will provide you with tools to assess how you are doing on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis and measure your progress as you advance on your path to better health and well-being. Okay, so this is kind of you've been on your journey for a while, you're getting closer to your health goal, and we want to start getting into a habit of measuring how we're doing so we know which habits of health we are doing well on, which ones we're sort of stagnant on, and which ones we're backsliding on. So it kicks off, it's got these crazy red pages. The red pages are the reading glasses, like nemesis, right? I find them a little tricky to read, the colored pages. Drop some comments below if you also find reading the colored pages just a little trickier than they need to be. Anyways, it talks about how elements 6 through 12 have focused on the installation of the first macro habit, which is weight management. Okay, so again, if you're up to this point, element 13 in your life book, you're getting a little bit closer to your goal. And now we're going to take a look at getting some measurements. And it talks about how in order to really ingrain a habit, you have to have 10,000 hours of practice at doing something. And Dr. A has this great story of how he was golfing and he saw some pro golfers, Jack Nicklaus, and he noticed that they were on the practice golf course, and they were making an 80-yard shot, and he watched them for a little while, and he was just like enthralled because like shot after shot after shot, they just made these perfect 80-yard shots, and they landed right around the hole, and he was just like, oh god, they're just so good at golf, just they're just so lucky to be that good. And he went off and he played the first 9 holes of golf with his friends, and he said it was terrible. And he made one good shot that kind of reminded him of the pro golfers back at the practice putt. And after his 9 holes of golf, he went back to the beginning to grab a drink, and he noticed that the pro golfers were still there, still practicing the same 80-yard shot that they had practically perfected. And that's when he realized they weren't lucky to be good at what they were doing. They had developed the habit and put in the time and put in the practice to just really get that good at the game, right? And so he just wants to remind us the key is to track the day you had and plan the day you will have tomorrow. So that's pretty good. This whole chapter, this element is really quick. Element 13 is really just kind of a checklist of how you're doing. And again, he just wants to remind you that like this is a tool that he thought would be useful, and you can modify it to be a tool that is more to what you're working on. And so let's see, the key to this log and checklist is to let you know what you are currently committed to do every day. I am using the word committed in a very specific way, not as a statement of what I will do, but instead of what I am doing. So you're literally going to take a look at every day, what are you doing to make conscious choices to be healthy? What are your results? Your current weight, the steps you take in a day, right? So again, when you're kind of closer to your weight loss goal and you're starting to add that habit of motion into your life, right? This is kind of where I am trying to figure out how many steps I take a day. the hours you're in bed, right, working on your healthy habit of sleep and getting your 8 hours of sleep in every night, and how you are actually acting in stressful situations. Are you using the tool stop, challenge, choose? Are you choosing to live above the line or below the line? Right? Are you um, taking a deep breath and realizing just because somebody's being offensive doesn't mean you have to be offended. You can choose to be above the line, take a deep breath, and be like, "Oh, that's sad that that person has that mentality. It doesn't affect my mentality. I'm going to walk away." I love that. The daily log and checklist will help you and your coach know what you are willing to work on at this point. It will show up as the consistent repetition, daily action, and time dedicated to focusing and getting better right now. The Habits of Health Transformation System and I are committed to making it easier for you to be healthy and live well. Some of you may have downloaded the Habits of Health app, and so after you have been on that for 30 days saying that, yep, you ate 6 times a day, you drank your water, then you pick your next habit that you want to work on, right? And I know that that is a little bit of a glitchy app, but it does get better with time. So it's been a while since I used the app. I definitely used it in the beginning of my health journey. And now that I'm working on some of these other habits, maybe I should relook at it again. All right, so if we take a look at the Micro Habits of Health daily log and checklist, right? I'm on page 254, 255. He's got these very simple checklists and a place for you to write your own comments, right? So your life book is yours to journal in your thoughts, right? The more you write in it, you can see mine's blank. I'm not a big journaler. I guess I'm more of a video blogger, I guess. So I go back and I rewatch my videos to see where my mindset was. But people who like journal, this is a great place for you to put your thoughts. What are you working on? Right? So I love this. It says, "Did you have any cravings today?" Right? Some days you're like, "Oh my God, I wanna have rolls. I want to eat bread." Right? And you're like, "No, no." And we try to think of ways like, okay, like what I love about this program is, what are you craving? You want bread? Go ahead and make the cheddar rosemary herb biscuit, and that is like bread, right? Or some of the pancake fuelings kind of hit that bread craving for me. You want chocolate? Yeah. Almost all the fuelings I order every month are 100% chocolate. Go ahead and have a chocolate fueling and hit that craving. You want pizza? Go onto your community Facebook page and look for a recipe for a lean green that hits the pizza mark. You want tacos? Go find the sheet pan, fajita recipe, and that'll hit your taco craving. Okay, so there's just so many ways that we can get the cravings that we want and be healthy. And when you really lean in and are invested in the community that we're working with, you have the help available to you. Don't be afraid. Get on those community pages and be like, "Man, I really want this. What do you guys got?" And you would be surprised. People will be like, "Oh my God, this is a great recipe. You should try it." It totally hits that. Whatever craving you're having, they have figured it out. It asks you to write down what's your goal weight, your goal BMI, goal waist circumference, and during weight loss, is your energy low, medium, or high? Okay, and then like a quick check: are you having your fuelings? Are you eating 6 times a day? Are you making those good choices? Okay, so that's kind of like where we've been up until this point, worrying about weight management. But now we're going to start looking at like hydration, right? There's a place here like, how much water did you have? Did you get 64 ounces of water today? You want to try to get half your body weight in ounces. So 64 is the minimum, right? I started this program at 205 pounds, so I usually try to get 100 ounces of water in, even though now I'm down closer to 150, and I probably could get away with a little bit less water. I know the more water I put in my body, the better I feel. The more I stick to program, the fuller I feel. And so I do try to stick to the 100 ounces of water. Habits of motion, again, it right here, workout, not for the first 3 weeks. I swear I missed that. Not for the first 3 weeks. I heard not for the first year and a half. Drop some comments down below if you were like, oh, I don't have to work out while I'm on the 5-in-1 at all. Okay, well, you don't. You do not. If you will be successful, you will drop some weight. But after 3, maybe 4 weeks, when the weight starts coming off, you are supposed to start putting in some steps, some more of the exercise thermogenesis we talked about before. And maybe you're not ready for, a full workout, or, like I'm not going, I hurt myself, right? It was one of the reasons why Optavia was great for me. I can't do any real high impact jumping or aerobics, and so it was perfect when I found out that this program didn't need exercise, and I was super successful not doing any exercise. But in that long-term lifestyle transformation, you do need some exercise. You need to add some walking. So it says right in here, like, how many steps did you get today? Right. And so I know during quarantine or weekends when I'm just being lazy, like, if I'm not actively conscious about it, I can get like 400 steps in a day, which is like none. And so really, I got a cheap pedometer, right? It looks like all the fancy watches. I got it off Amazon. It's called like Go Fit or something like that. It's not anything expensive. It tells me the time and how many steps I took. That's all it tells me, and that's all I want it to tell me. So grab yourself something like that. If you are a person that just has your phone on your person in your pocket constantly, your phone will tell you how many steps you took, but I don't always have it on my person. Then it talks about the habit of sleep. Did you go to bed in time to get 8 hours of sleep? Yes or no? How many hours did you get, right? Your metabolism works so well at night, right? Just go to bed and let your metabolism eat the fat off your body, right? But if you're only letting yourself have 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night, then you're missing out. So, right, go to bed. How's your energy level today? Low, medium, or high? What are some comments? Are you working on this habit? Is it something you need to work on? Where are you on the scale, right? We're all constantly working on our habits of health. We're not great at all of them. And even some that we are great at, there's seasons when we backslide and we have to pay attention to them again. Habits of healthy mind, okay? Successfully using stop, challenge, choose, right? Are you choosing to stay above the line, or did you let yourself slide below the line? Did you set aside some quiet time for yourself, right? Are you practicing meditation? Did you spend some time reading an inspirational book or video, right? Did you get into your life book, right? If you've been in program for a while, what I love about this program, no one ever encouraged me to do self-help reading, right? And it seemed a little hokey to me. It wasn't in my wheelhouse, right? But I've been encouraged to read like the 7 Habits of a Highly Effective Person. Start getting into some Brene Brown books. These were books that I found really helpful for me. I grabbed them out of the library, right? Check out your local library, see what you got, and just, there's no rush. Slowly make yourself through some of these books to work on your mindset. It is amazing, like how much like knowledge is out there and how helpful it is. Write down 1 to 3 things that you're grateful for. Are you practicing an attitude of gratitude? Right? When your day is super stressful and you're like, oh, and nothing is going well, take a deep breath and think, yeah, I have a house. I have a loving family that loves me and supports me. Um, I have a great job. I get to be a health coach and I get to help other people. There are plenty of things in my life that I can be grateful for. I have some amazing friends that have come on this journey with me. What are you grateful for? Right? And it might and pick a small one too, like, hey, like my mocha shake came out perfect this morning. I'm so grateful I didn't blow up the NutriBullet this morning. Sometimes, it's easy to be thankful that I have a house and food and heat, right? Those are, I don't know, almost like too easy to be grateful for. Try to find some unique to this moment, right? Like in the last 3 hours, what are you grateful for? Right? Really, really dig deep. Habits of healthy surroundings. I think this is one that we really need to look at, and maybe I should probably do an element on this one because I know a lot of us think this means, did you clean out your cabinets and throw your cookies and your chips away? But your habits of healthy surrounding really talks about developing your community and surrounding yourself with people who are trying to be healthier and are supportive of your health journey. So it says, did you connect with your support system and community today? Right? Did you go on your Facebook page and congratulate people for having non-scale victories today? Did you look for a recipe there? Did you share a recipe there? Right? The more we are involved with our community, did you share this program with someone? Did you like talk to a friend and they were like, oh man, I am just trying to get healthy. And, I've been on Weight Watchers since I was in the 11th grade and nothing ever works for me. And were you like, oh, actually, I work with a health coach. Here is her email, like share the program with people. Everybody needs this program. If you eat, this program can help you, right? There's a statistic that says 75% of Americans are overweight or obese, right? So are you sharing this with people? This is a gift we have to share with people. Did you talk to your coach? Oh my goodness. I can't tell you the number of people who don't talk to their coach because they had a bad week. Lean into your coach. Don't just call because you had a great week. So many of my clients, if they drank their water and they ate their fuelings and they added steps, they want to call me and celebrate. And I love those calls. Love, 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 love to celebrate that they had a great week. But call me if you had a bad week. Oh my goodness, did you fall off? Did you get tempted? This is a lifelong transformation. We're not going to be perfect all the time. And so we have to deal with the setbacks and we have to realize they can't mess with our head as much as they used to. Yeah, setbacks happen, but every 3 hours we get a choice to make another decision. Eat a fueling instead of junk food, and then you're back on track. And so there's no reason to spiral out of control, that all or nothing mentality. Oh, I ate this one cookie. I might as well eat the whole bag. No, it's okay if you ate the cookie. Did you enjoy the cookie? Take a minute, savor the cookie, and put the cookies away and be like, oh, I probably didn't really need that cookie, but in 3 minutes, in 3 hours, I'll eat a fueling and then I'll put some vitamins, some minerals in my body. I'll put some protein and some balanced carbohydrates and I'll be back on track. Let's see. And that is pretty much the end of element 13, right? There's a spot at the end to kind of do a summation of your week. Those of you that aren't like daily journalers, maybe you'd be more interested in just taking a look at the Habits of Health weekly tracker, right? We don't want to weigh in every day, so we don't want to step on the scale every day because the body fluctuates. Ladies, we have hormones, a little bit of salt. We all react a little bit different. So we don't want to weigh in every day because it's not about the number on the scale. It is about the changes we're making to get lifelong transformation, right? So here on page 260, it says, What is your goal weight? What's your BMI? What is your waist circumference? I was just thinking about this as I read through this element. I can't tell you the last time I actually took my measurements. So maybe I will try to find my measurements, because I did take them in the beginning, and every couple of months I would take my measurements while I was in the serious weight loss phase. But I haven't taken them in a while, so maybe I should look at that. Let's see, but it talks about what is your current weight, right? What's your current BMI, and what is your current waist circumference, right? So what are your goals? Put them down, write them down in your life book, put them in ink, right? Like, commit to them. And then where are you right now? And just realize we're working towards them. We're not in a hurry. There's no end goal. I can't stress this enough. We're trying to become healthy people. Every day you got to choose health, no matter what your weight is, no matter where you are in this weight loss journey. Every day you still have to wake up and choose health. It's just that the more you do it, the closer you get to that 10,000 hours of developing that habit where it becomes very ingrained in you. And then it's just easier to make the healthy choices, but you still have to make them. All right. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, Dr. A wants to just remind you, if you download the habitsofhealth.com app, you can track any of the different habits that you're working on, whether you're working on sleep, working on motion, working on hydration, right? Or are you right at the beginning, right? Drop some comments down below. Are you at the beginning of your journey and you're still really focused on weight loss? That's where a lot of us are, and that's where a lot of us, spend a great deal of time. Are you closer to your goal weight and you're starting to work on, motion? Are you struggling with your hydration goals, right? Drop some comments down below. I'd love to know which habit you're working on. I hope these element little videos are keeping some of you in track and maybe keeping you in the life book. I know I have every intention of reading my life book for at least 5 minutes every day. And then sometimes the end of the week comes and I haven't opened it, and then I'll like, ooh, right? And so then if I commit to doing one of these videos, I'll spend a couple more than 5 minutes in there so that I can make the video for you, and then I kind of catch up for the week, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I am looking to add new clients to my team. I'd love to add some new coaches to my team. So I'll drop my email down below, iemahoney@yahoo.com. If you are interested in joining program, if you've been kind of watching the videos for a while, let's get you onto program for spring and looking amazing for summer. And if you are just interested in health, but you've never done the program, but you're interested in helping other people, we could talk about becoming a health coach. I'd love to help you do that. So again, send me a quick email and we will explore coaching. All right, enjoy your Sunday afternoon. I hope this was helpful. I will see you on Monday.